Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Locum23 here. You're joining me for Choices the Stories You Play Freshman Book 2, Chapter 11, Visitors. Remember, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hello, Mazumi. We've heard so much about you. You have? Of course. You're practically all Kaitlyn talks about. Mom. And of course, we've heard about the rest of you as well. An honor to meet you, sir. I can see where Kaitlyn gets her good looks. Come on, guys. Let's let Kaitlyn catch up with her parents. Good night, Mr. and Mrs. Lau. Your sweet mates all say their goodnights and head off to their rooms. You're about to leave too, and Kaitlyn's mom addresses you. Mazumi, from what we understand, you two have gotten pretty close. More like really close. Kaitlyn has been my best friend since our first day. I'm happy to hear that she's made such good friends at Hartfeld. Speaking of good friends, how is Anjun doing? His father said he was excited about the transfer. Oh, well, Arjun is doing great. He's been really cool having him here. He's a lot of fun. That's good to hear. He and Kaitlyn go way back, you know. He's a good boy. Incredibly smart, too. Did you know he was treasurer of the National Honor Society when he was in high school? You say that literally every time he comes up, Dad. I didn't know that. Good for him. We're happy to hear you and Arjun still get along famously. We were hoping the three of you would accompany us to see the ballet version of Romeo and Juliet tomorrow. The three of us? You, Arjun, and Mazumi. Me? You look to Kaitlyn for direction. She gives you an almost impactual nod. Of course, I'd be happy to go to the ballet tomorrow. Thank you for thinking of me. Wonderful. Kaitlyn's mother yawns. Pardon me. It's been a long day, and these late hours don't agree with us old people. I'm glad to see I got to see you. We can catch up before the ballet tomorrow. We would love nothing more. We've missed you, honey. I've missed you too. Oh, by the way, we brought some of your things from home for you. They're over by the door. We'll see you tomorrow, sweetheart. Kaitlyn's parents take turns kissing her on the forehead and shaking her hand before finally leaving. Kaitlyn shuts the door behind them, turns to you, and lets out a huge sigh. Are you alright, Kaitlyn? Yeah, I'm glad my parents are here, just dealing with a lot lately. Kaitlyn picks up one of the boxes by the door. Help me carry these to my room? You go to Kaitlyn's room and set the boxes on the floor. Thanks for agreeing to come to the ballet. There's no way I'll be able to survive it tomorrow without you. No problem. I kind of got the feeling that your parents are trying to set you up with Arjun. Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time. And you've got to love their choices of ballet, the irony. You may be Juliet, but you're not exactly looking for Romeo. Kaitlyn laughs for a moment before frowning. Her brow furrowed, she sighs and flops down on the bed. What a crazy quarter. What do you mean? I have great friends. I had the starring role in a play. I was finally starting to feel like I could be myself. And then all these people from home had to show up and ruin it. Aw, Kaitlyn, come here. Let me cheer you up. You reach into one of Kaitlyn's boxes of stuff from home and pull out a teddy bear. Don't worry, Kaitlyn. Everything's gonna be a-okay. You're my bestest friend. Kaitlyn cracks a small smile. Thanks, Mr. Bear. You know, seeing him now, Mr. Bear is actually pretty scary. What? You take a look at the bear and realize that it had red eyes and matted fur. Holy crap, Kaitlyn. This is the most terrifying stuffed animal I've ever seen. I know, right? Isn't he cute? Both start laughing. After a moment, Kaitlyn sighs. One day, my parents are going to find out. I know they will. And I've tried hundreds of times to imagine what that's going to be like. But I honestly can't. And that's scary. What if they disown me? Do you really think they'd do that? I don't know. I don't think so, but the fact that they could scares me. You put your hand on Kaitlyn's shoulder. Hey, we're all here for you. Chris, Tyler, Abby, Zach. You squeeze her shoulder. And no matter what, you'll always have me. Thanks, Mizumi. She pulls you into a tight hug. I don't know how I ever got by without you. Kaitlyn gets off the bed and goes to a box of old stuff. Why don't you just leave all this stuff for later? Are you kidding? It would drive me crazy to just leave it on the floor. Plus, there's all kinds of great memories in there. You join Kaitlyn looking through the box and pull out a pile of books, including a sparkly, scented diary. I can't believe they packed that. You kept a diary? In middle school I did. Oh boy, I hope Mom and Dad didn't read it. Why? What's in there? Want to find out? We can read it together. Could be good for a few laughs. You'd let me read it? Oh, it would be fun to read your diary. No, Diamond Wall. I can't do it. I'm already embarrassed for you. Oh, it's not that bad. He grabs the diary from you and starts thumbing through it. Kaitlyn slams the diary closed. That bad? Forget I ever brought up reading it. Diary? What diary? Let's finish unpacking. We have to get up pretty early tomorrow. You help Kaitlyn unpack her things until late in the night. And that's the last of it. Thanks for helping out, Mizumi. Anytime. No. I'm gonna go to bed before I pass out on your floor. Get back to your room and fall immediately into a deep sleep. That pause. Wake up, Mizumi! What? Huh? Wow. Okay, that's a first. You open your eyes to see Kaitlyn and Arjun standing over your bed. She's up. Mizumi, you overslept. The train leaves in 45 minutes. Train? Oh, crap. The ballet. Give me a minute to get dressed. I'll be quick. We'll wait for you outside. You open up your closet. It's gonna be Diamond Wall! Oh, look at that. Called it. Moving on. I guess this is as good as it gets. You hurriedly finish getting ready and go to join Kaitlyn and Arjun, who are already standing by the front door. You spin around to show off your dress. So, what do you think? That's perfect for the ballet. Kaitlyn wasn't kidding about the quality of Hartfeld girls. Hello. I'm right about basically everything. But too bad, Arjun. My bestie is off limits. You're gonna have to find someone else to drool over. Are we ready to go? Yep, let's do this. Conversation flows easily on the train, at least, until the topic of last Friday comes up. On the right side, I don't think I'll ever have a first date that's more awkward than that one. I'm glad you two made up. We had a good talk while someone was snoozing away this morning. The Leasos called me last night to invite me to the ballet, and I realized I couldn't let a case of hurt feelings cancel out years of friendship. Plus, I probably should have seen it coming. No boy ever seemed good enough for Kaitlyn. You got that right. The point is, I support you, and I'll do whatever I can to keep this parent visit from getting weird. I appreciate it, but considering my parents, I'm expecting it to get pretty awkward before Act 1 even ends. Don't worry, me and Arjun are on your team. A short while later, you arrive on the train station in Northbridge. Your parents said they'd meet us here, right? Oh, there they are. You point to a nearby bench where Peter and Grace are sitting. Okay guys, remember, my parents will try as hard as possible to get me and Arjun together. For obvious reason, that's not gonna happen. Got it. You walk up to the bench. Hi there, Mr. and Mrs. Liao. What do I do? Shake their hands, hug them, shake their hands. Give each of them a firm handshake. Such a steady grip. Kaitlyn, you could learn a thing or two. This is a job-winning handshake. I think I'll be just fine in the job department, thank you. Of course, with a handshake like this one, who knows where you could end up? Oh, Peter, leave the girl alone. Should we go inside? The show's going to start soon. Ah, brilliant idea, Arjun. Don't want to be late. So sure walk to the theater, and along the way, Kaitlyn catches her parents up on her winter quarter in Hartfeld. And the play ended up being a total success. That's wonderful, darling. But I still think you need more extracurriculars. It'll balance out your resume. Plus, it's a great way to find love. Your father and I met in high school orchestra. And you were dating that obnoxious Christopher Doyle. Are you seeing anyone, Mizumi? I'm not, actually. Oh. I've met some interesting people at Hartfeld, but I'm really just focused on school and myself for now. Inspiring. You have a good head on your shoulders. Your parents must be proud. But if I'm not dating someone, it's the end of the world? Mizumi is not our daughter, Kaitlyn. Arrive at the theater and search for your seats. Ah, here we are. According to our tickets, the order is Mizumi, me, Arjun, Kaitlyn, and Grace. Kaitlyn shoots you and Arjun panic looks. Actually, I was hoping to be able to sit next to Kaitlyn, if that's okay. Sure, I'll trade you. Arjun, there's no duty to do that. I'd be happy to switch with Mizumi. Arjun opens his mouth to protest, but Grace's stern look makes it clear she's not going to hear it. You all take your seats. Grace and Peter immediately start whispering to each other. Well, that could have gone worse. Yeah, but the day's not over yet. I guarantee there's plenty more awkward to come. We should distract them. If we keep the conversation going on other topics, you and Arjun will never come up. That could totally work. I'll try to keep the conversation on them and not on us. Arjun taps Mr. Lau on the shoulder. So, have you ever seen Romeo and Juliet before? Oh yes, it's our all-time favorite ballet. We use one of the songs for our wedding processional. I'll point it out when we get to it. We've been telling Kaitlyn she should carry on the tradition with a nice, smart boy. Shh, it's starting! They're stuck on it, aren't they? You try to enjoy the ballet, but every time a romantic scene occurs, Mr. Lau glances over at Kaitlyn and Arjun with a smile. As soon as the lights go up from intermission, Kaitlyn jumps out of her seat. I need to get some fresh air. Mizumi, come with me? Sure. You follow her lead and give an uncomfortable smile to Mr. and Mrs. Lau as you pass them on your way out. Once you're out the front of the theater, Kaitlyn starts to pace agitatedly. I'm starting to get the sense that your dad wants you to marry Arjun. Like, he's already got a venue picked out. I wouldn't be surprised. In high school, I literally caught him praying that Arjun would ask me out. She stops pacing and turns to face you. Twice. Yikes. So this is kind of a long time coming. Did you ever end up dating Arjun? Tell your parents... Well, we know this. End up dating Arjun. You know, like, just try it out? No. We never dated, but... Kaitlyn's eyes. We did kiss once in high school. I knew before I kissed him that I wasn't into him that way. At the time, I thought it might be the only way to make my dad proud of me. I'm sure your dad is proud of you. How could he not be? It's all so frustrating. Why is it so hard to tell him? I know it's hard, especially since they're in town, but it's not something you can rush. Wouldn't that be nice? They're my parents. Kaitlyn's voice rises in frustration. I just want to shake them and shout, I'm gay, and have it done with. You glance over Kaitlyn's shoulder and freeze. Maybe you don't have to. Kaitlyn? Kaitlyn turns around to find herself face to face with her parents. Her father looks stricken. Mom? Dad? I was just... Mizumi and I were... She trails off uselessly. There's an uneasy pause as you all wait for someone to speak. We should go inside. The second act's about to begin. He quickly turns and stalks away quickly. Kaitlyn's mom tries to stop him, but he shrugs her off and walks inside. Oh no. This is all wrong. Kaitlyn. Before you can do anything to comfort her, Kaitlyn's mom walks over, wraps Kaitlyn in a warm hug. Mom, you're not mad? Mad? No, honey, of course not. Your dad's just a little late to the party. Miss Lau? Did you know all this time? Have you always known? I've had my suspicions. And you never said anything to me because you didn't want it to be true? Stop that. I never said anything because you never said anything. And Dad? Miss Lau pauses, stroking Kaitlyn's hair gently. Finally, she speaks. He just needs some time. He hates me, doesn't he? Never! You know how your father is about family. You're our only daughter. Your father had dreams for you, and a lot of dreams for himself. Dreams of white wedding and grandchildren, a dream he may never get to see. But what about what Kaitlyn dreams of? That dream still could come true. Doesn't that count for something? Of course it does. Why do you think we sent her to this school? I know this sounds cliche, but you'll probably understand when you're a parent yourself. Miss Lau releases Kaitlyn, but keeps a firm grip on her shoulders. She looks Kaitlyn right in the eye. We will always love you, Kaitlyn, no matter what. But Dad... Your dad won't be upset about this forever. Trust me. He just needs some space right now. Kaitlyn bites her lip for a moment, then she nods. Her mom pats her arm gently. All right. We should get back in there before Act 2 starts. Actually, I think I'm just gonna head back to Hartfeld. Are you sure? You can stay if you want. Oh, okay. I can't go back in there. She gives her mom a quick hug and a kiss on the cheek. Can you tell Arjun that I got a stomachache or something? Kaitlyn. Kaitlyn untangles herself from her mom's grasp and starts to back away. I just can't. You and Grace watch Kaitlyn walk away. I think I should go too. Thanks for the lovely outing, Mrs. Lau. Don't mention it. You turn to head after Kaitlyn. Kaitlyn! Wait up! Kaitlyn doesn't turn, but her pace slows to let you catch up. You fall in uncomfortable silence as you walk. So, that was interesting? Are you okay? I know that's a stupid question. Of course you're not okay. Your dad... Mizumi. Kaitlyn stops in her tracks and turns to glare at you. After a moment, she sighs. It's just too soon. Can we just not talk right now? Sorry, whatever you need. You wait for Kaitlyn to say more, but she just turns and heads towards the train station in silence. After a long, silent train ride, you arrive back at the suite. Kaitlyn turns and goes straight to her room. Yikes! Is anyone cold? It feels like an icy wind just blew in. From down the hall, you hear Kaitlyn's door slam, and you plop down on the couch next to Zach. It's really not the time for joking. Serious mode, got it. What happened? Was the ballet that bad? The first half was fine. We left in kind of a hurry. After Kaitlyn accidentally came out to her parents. What? How does one accidentally come out? You fill Zach in on the events of the afternoon. And then we sat on the train in silence. Well, don't just sit out here and hide. What? She's your best friend, dummy. Go talk to her. I'll try. Maybe the second time's the charm? You get off the couch and go knock on Kaitlyn's door. Go away. Kaitlyn, it's me. I'm coming in. I'm not leaving. I'm coming in. You open the door and peek inside. Kaitlyn is sitting on her bed, hugging her knees. Is it too much to ask for a little privacy in this place? What part of go away don't you understand? The part where my best friend is upset and doesn't want to talk to me about it. Kaitlyn groans and falls back against her pillows. She rolls over so her back is to you. Please, Kaitlyn, I'm so sorry your parents had to find out that way. I just want to be here for you. I'm really not in the mood, Mizumi. Did you see the way my dad looked at me? It was like I was a stranger, like he didn't even know me. Oh, come on, Kaitlyn. You lie down on the bed next to her, stare up at the ceiling. She doesn't move at all. You're my best friend, and there's nothing you could say that would change that. Please, just say something. You know what, Mizumi? I do have something to say. She sits up and abruptly spins to face you. You sit up too. And since you're so hard of hearing, I'll say it really slow for you. I don't want to talk. But no buts. Look, I don't mean to snap at you, but I really just need to be alone. And yeah, you're my best friend, but given our history, I don't think you're the best person for me to be around right now. But, Kaitlyn, please, just leave. Kaitlyn lies down again, face down. Instead of finishing your thought, you give Kaitlyn her wish and leave the room. Hey, Mizumi, everything alright? Right now, no. Do you want to talk about it? You shake your head. Not really, besides you've got your hands full with the campaign. You can say that again, but you're okay to help me practice debating tomorrow, right? We can always postpone. Of course, I'll be fine. Don't worry. Can you and Kaitlyn patch things up? How will Chris fare in the debate? Keep playing to find out. Alright, folks, so that was it for this week. Since the new episode just came out today, pretty much you will have to tune in next Wednesday in the afternoon to evening for this one. For the rest, we have Rules of Engagement. We now have 3 chapters to get to. Crown of the Flame, 4 chapters. I'm going to be working extra hard on that for you guys and gals. And pretty much that's the update, besides doing some other miscellaneous games, which you guys, if you have not checked out the trail, beautiful game. Go to my channel. It is right now the most recent upload, so it should be right there for you guys and gals. It's a fantastic game. It's something that you might want to check out if you haven't already checked it out yourself. I love it. I love it. It's an actual visual appealing and just game with a little bit of storytelling, but it builds up. And I have to say, it's actually quite fun, and you get to play with a lot of other people, and it's a little bit more interactive. So, until next time, everyone, feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace.